Good evening, welcome back to Deer Corner. Nothing like a good hot cup of coffee on a good rainy day of deer hunting. Last couple of days it's been raining, windy, and kind of cool. Right now it's about 46 degrees. But this evening I helped go out and find a wounded deer, and that's a topic I wanted to bring up. No matter how many times you practice shooting or how many times you want to make the perfect shot, as a deer hunter for the years I've been hunting, you won't always have that opportunity and you will make a bad shot. And tracking down a deer after it's wounded, there's a few little hints or tricks to help locate the deer. And the main thing you got to keep in mind is where the location was when you last seen the deer. And that is hard to do by yourself. If you shoot a deer and get down out of the stand and you can't find it, you need to seek some help. The first thing you need to do is be in the stand and move the person around on the ground to where you seen the deer last. Therefore, you have a visual from the stand to where you seen the deer last, and the person standing there on the ground. That is the first place to start and the best way of finding a wounded deer. Two, after you have done that, and right now, because of the rain and the wet weather, it's hard to find a blood trail, or you won't find one at all. So you have to use a little knowledge on this. And one of the things that a deer will do, a deer will always go downhill when it's wounded. And you will hear things about deer will go to water. Well, that's not exactly true. See, with a wounded deer, it don't exactly know what's wrong. They don't know if a predator's got a hold of it. They just don't know. So a deer will go to the thickest area where it can go to get away from it. So you start looking at the thickets nearby on the last place you shot the deer or where you seen the deer. You look for the thickest areas downhill. And then once you find these areas and you actually walk through it, and usually that's where you'll find your deer. Your deer will hit a thick area and lay down. Now, that's another thing you'll have to teach yourself when you're deer hunting is when you shoot the deer, don't get down right off the bat and run up to it. Now, this fella, he gave it 20-30 minutes. He got down and couldn't find it, so we went out to help him find it. So we found a location where he shot it, and we started from there. We started moving downhill and found the thickets. And it's I don't need a puppy behind me type thing. And what I mean by that is there were three of us out there. I don't need someone walking behind me looking where I just walked over. So you fan out in different areas and pick out the thickest areas to search. So it took us an hour, maybe a little over an hour, to locate the deer. And we located it about 1,000 yards from where he shot him. And it was a bad shot, but we located the deer, and we located it in the dark. It was dark when we found the deer. And yes, we found it in a thicket downhill from where he shot it. It takes a little time, a little practice, a little effort to locate a down deer. So just take your time when looking for one. Don't get in a hurry, and have a safe hunt. And that's something else, locating a down deer, is you can still walk up on a wounded deer and the deer will get up and run. So you have to give that deer time to go down. And thanks for watching. And like I said, subscribe. And I hope to see you again.